Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, that is Brewing Happiness. So this is a very random video, heart to heart chatty video, unedited video. And first of all, a very happy Teachers Day to all of you. So randomly I was just thinking about Teachers Day, about my school life and everything, and this idea came up, and I was really confused that whether should I make this video or not, and if anyone's gonna watch it and why they will watch it, because it's gonna be a chatty video and it's just an experiment. But I think even if one person watches this video and gets motivated or maybe learns something from this video, then I'll be really happy. And I'll be posting some pictures somewhere here on the screen for you guys to feel it more relatable and what I'm trying to say. So, and I don't know how long it will take, so grab some coffee, grab some tea, and yeah, let's get started. So Teachers Day is very special for me because I had some good memories of Teachers Day in my school, where where the students used to become the teachers and teachers was just free. So it was a totally fun day. We used to dress up like the teachers, and yeah, that was really fun. Okay, so let me give you a brief background or the history of myself in the past, I think 6-7 years back. And I think apart from the teachers in our schools, in our colleges, your life, your worst bad experiences, some people who laugh on you, and they are your biggest teachers. Believe me when I'm saying, and till your last breath, life will be always teaching you something or the other thing each and every single day. Yeah, each and every single day. So when I was in school, I was this very shy, innocent, very less confident girl who was very studious, who loves to, I won't say love, but who was always, into studies, top 10, good books of all the teachers, that kind of a girl. And let me tell you some silly incidents how I was, for example, from my home to my school, I used to go in an auto. So after my school used to get over, I was like little bit scared whether I'll be able to find my auto or not, whether he'll drop me to my home or not. So these kind of little things used to scare me. And also remember, like in our school time, we used to read one paragraph turn by turn. So when my turn was about to come, I was so nervous, and I used to read my paragraph 2-3 times before my turn so that I won't stuck. Okay, and I had stage fear. I used to participate in lots of activities, no doubt, but I was never confident in myself. I was always this low confident girl who used to get influenced from other people very easily. Even today I do get influenced very easily, but there's a lot of improvement. And I was also a very pampered child, always in that small shell of her family, parents. So yeah, I was also scared of maths. I remember I used to cry a lot when I didn't understand any point. But guys, that's okay. We all go through ups and downs. There will be little bit partiality. Maybe you'll feel little bit low at times, which is totally fine. But just enjoy the most of it. Okay, if you are failing, if you are not scoring well, that's okay. If you have stage fear like me, if you always get nervous, anxious in front of large audience, that's the time when you should go and when you should participate in debate competitions, when you should speak well. If people are laughing, let them laugh. Participate in co-curricular activities as well. Just don't focus on your studies and marks. Obviously they are important, but be social. So that is also very important for your own growth. And do not compare yourself with any other person. Trust me, still I'm learning that comparison is the worst thing that will make you feel worse at point in time. But yeah, school time is a very beautiful time, so cherish that to the most. And lots of groupisms and all that stuff comes up, lots of other things comes up, but we'll not go into that. So yeah, that's how I was in my school time. Okay, and I never used to go to tuitions. I used to do self-study. Then came a very important time of everybody's life, +1 and +2, where we have to opt for medical, non-medical, commerce or arts, right? And as I was very studious, my parents expected, I never thought about going for arts or commerce. I was always either medical or non-medical. Like everybody, I took non-medical, and trust me guys, those 2 years, for a student like me who scored so well, were the, I think, worst years of my life. And also, and today also, if I was given an opportunity, I'll go back and I'll take arts happily. So just don't follow a group of audience. Follow your heart. All the streams are equal. And also, I would like to give you one tip here, that whenever you are going, okay, you have some senior friends, get to know about what you're gonna do, about the subject, what kind of jobs are there. It will make your work easier. So learn about those things. Those are very, very important. So guys, you will realize that at this point in time, I think the friends whom you consider to be your best friends, they are no more your best friends. Maybe their streams have changed. Maybe you feel betrayed. There could be some incidents. But trust me guys, this phase is so sensitive that everybody's fighting in their own head. So it's okay if you lose friends. You will make new ones. Trust me. Till college you will make lots of friends, you will lose lots of friends, but till 25, 24, 25 you will have some handful of friends, maybe 2 or 3 very, very close people to you, with whom you can share anything and everything, and they won't judge you for anything. Okay, so let me tell you my +1 and +2 story. That's quite interesting. +1, +2, like every non-medical student, aimed for IIT. My aim was also to go to an IIT college, and that was the worst phase of my life, because I started going to this institute where there were straight 6 hours classes and we used to study a lot, but I was scoring really, really bad. And the worst part, which made me more demotivated, was the batch system. So there was a ranking system, and like top 10 ranks will go to first batch, top 20 ranks will go to second, and something like that. And unfortunately, I was always in the third batch, the last batch. Imagine. And I used to cry a lot. Sometimes physics was one thing which I screwed badly at physics. Thankfully, like, my father was the support system for me. He always supported me. He always had that confidence in me that it's okay, I'll do better at some point in time, and he keeps motivating me. But at that point I was so depressed that I'm not able to do anything, this and that. Guys, trust me, if you feel like you can self-study, you can self-study. There are so many sources. I still am against of those batch system. I think everyone should give an equal knowledge. Everyone should be treated equally. If they are not able to grasp something, I think they should ask doubts. But these batch systems, I am totally against of it. That's my point of view. There was one time also when I came last. I think I got second last rank in the entire batch. That was really, really disheartening for a student like me. So that is okay, no big deal. When I gave my boards exam, first board exams, that was so bad. I came back, I cried a lot that I'm gonna fail in my physics exam. I was so scared of failures. It's okay to fail. You will get a second chance. There's no shame in getting failed. But yeah, it doesn't mean you rely on that. Give it your best. If nothing happens, nothing happens. It's okay. You have so many alternatives. You have so many life choices. So finally my results came, and look at the irony. I prepared for boards myself and I scored 87%, like so well in my boards. But I screwed badly in my JEE mains exam. I did not go to IIT, but I finally got into a decent college. Then finally my college life started. Even if you are very, very studious, just have the experience of sitting at the last bench. You will enjoy it the most. I miss it, okay? Which now at times I feel I've missed so much in my college. Have some fun also, and at the same time balance your studies well. Another tip I would like to give you: never ever miss college trips. They are the best. So in my college, we had this official college trip, and I was so scared to go on that trip because none of my close friends were going. And I had these bunch of friends which were not very close friends of mine, but like I used to talk to them as classmates, and that's it. And thank you if you guys are watching. Thank you Preet Kamal, Ashima, Anchal, yeah, these three motivated me so much. They pushed me so much that, you know, we will keep you with us, come on this trip, come on this trip. And till last day I was not ready to go on this trip, thinking I don't have friends, I don't know anyone on this trip, what will I do, I will be left alone. That feeling was there. But on the last day, like in the evening, I was supposed to go for my trip. On the same day in the morning, the organizer of the trip, he called me. He said, it's okay, come. I don't know what happened to my mind. I was still confused, but I said, okay, I'll go to this trip. And for me, like, going to another trip is like an excuse to buy new clothes. I have to buy new clothes whenever I have to go to a new trip. I went for shopping all alone. I did some shopping, and in the evening also, like, my family came to drop me off. One of my very, very closest friend came along with me, and he was telling to the organizers that especially take care of her. I was still so scared. And imagine when the bus was about to leave, I was crying. I was thinking I should just go off from the bus, and I should not go to this trip because I'm gonna miss my friend, I'm gonna miss my family. But you know, when I came back from the trip, I think that was one of the best trips. I met so many people and my confidence was increased. I made so many friends, I become close to so many people, and I had lot of fun. So never ever miss college trips. Even if we don't know anyone, you will get to know someone. So never ever miss college trips, okay? So here comes the actual part, or the life-changing part of my life, that is the placement time. As I told you, I was a very bright student with good CGPA, and I won't take the name of the college or name of the company. So just this one company used to come to our college, and it was considered as the best company of our college which came to hire people for placements. There was this very hype in my college. Teachers used to stress a lot that, you know, if you will not get placed in this company, that's like that could be really devastating for your lives, for your future, for your career and whatnot. We already have that pressure of placement. Then on top of it, that's the only company which is coming to your college, which is considered as the best company, and I did not get selected. Yeah, I still remember I could not clear the test, whereas all my good friends, they cleared the test of that company and I did not. I think that was yet another worst experience of my life, where I was thinking, okay, all my friends are going to this company. I didn't have any plan for higher studies. This was my only hope. I started crying. Watching me, my family started crying at that point also. Like, my father was the biggest support for me. He still believed in me that it's okay. Next day was the interview, where I was just sitting on bed, and I already had the uniform also. And all those thoughts do run into your mind. Friends are getting selected, they are gonna be independent, what else, what you will do, they're gonna have a lot of fun. वो एक FOMO सा हो जाता है. And on the top of which, there was another company which was supposed to come to our college. The same year, that company also decided not to come to our college for some reason. After that, I tried for very small companies which came to our college. I was selected in all damn companies, and all those thoughts that I have to study more, like my friends are free now, they are secure. If this is happening, stop comparing. This didn't happen because something better is being planned for you. So one of my closest friends one day just sent me that, check out this company, and I was like, no, you know what, I'm sick of giving interviews, and this is going to be the last company in which I'm going. It was Bangalore based. That company had 8 rounds of interview. It was a 2-day process. First round was, I remember, group discussion. I got through the first round. Then in the second round, results came, and the person who was announcing the results, he said, okay, I'm taking the names of these students and they are not selected. Okay, so on the 4th number, he announced my name. I was so heartbroken, so shattered, like, okay, I'm not even selected in this company. I'm so bad, I'm this, I'm that. I had tears in my eyes because I was so frustrated. And then when I was about to leave the hall, he said, wait a minute, I'm so sorry. The names that I have announced, all of them are selected. I was like, oh my god, what was that? I wanted to kill that person for doing it like that, but yeah, that's how it happened. Then the 3rd round came. I was like, after every round's result, my heartbeat was like this. 3rd round I cleared, 4th round I cleared. Then the next day was the interview process. I could not sleep. Then there were 4 more rounds, and even in the 7th round I was like ठीक है अब तो चलो हो गया. I was still 7th round, but 7th round में also 4 people went and they did not select any of them. Again I was like, oh my god. But finally after the 8th round I got selected, and I was the one with the highest package from my entire college. And I could not believe that am I selected. And guys, imagine, I never have loved coding, but I was always kind of a coder. I've always prepared for coding for the jobs of software engineer. And in the company which I was selected, it was totally different. It was based on hardware and software, on storage, on big storage boxes. Like I didn't even have an idea, okay, this is also kind of profile that exists. I'll post a picture of this, like when I was coming back from my placement. I called my closest friend, and this picture is also very special, and I was so damn happy. But another fear was that I am always like lived with my family in this small shell. I've never like lived away from my family. And if you're facing something like this, you know, where you have been always with your family and you're baffled whether you should go away or not, give it a try, guys. Do get out of that small shell for your own personal development. I was kind of a girl who never used to pick a glass of water at her own when I was at my house. Then I went to Bangalore, and it's been 2 years from then. I think these 2 years are the best time of my life. I'm more confident today, and I think I'm liking the kind of work I'm doing. It's not always smooth, to be honest, but I loved the company in which I am today. That's Hewlett Packard Enterprise. Focus on your life. Focus on what you need. I figured out that I love YouTube, I love something creative, and along with my job I do get a chance to do something I am loving to do. And I think now I can cook, I can clean, I have become more responsible, I'm paying bills, I have traveled a lot, and still I'm learning. Still I have some insecurities in me which I'm trying to figure out. This lockdown period hasn't been very smooth. Few months were like really good, 1 or 2 months were like blah, okay, it's too much. Every bad experience will make you learn something. This is my picture now, more confident girl. Let me know if you like this video, and if you want me to make more videos. How did I get settled? Be your own best friend, start enjoying your own company, go to movies, grab a cab, go to that cafe, explore, eat. Always try to think positive. Whatever you want to become, whatever you want, think in that way. Try to feel that, watch dreams of that, and try to avoid negative thinking. I myself am still learning this thing. Sit with your parents, sit with your family, try to make them understand your point, that this is what it is and this is how you want it to be. This is your life. You know, you have some dreams. There could be so many things. Yeah guys, that's it. Till then, stay strong, fight for yourself, fight for your dreams, and stay happy. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.